How's it going, ladies and Bruce's up? I'll be Sixkilla and welcome back to Tales of the Neon Sea. I know, it has been at least 2 years since I last recorded this, but the final chapter did come out last year, about partway through, and I wanted to go back to it, I really did, but this game scares the shit out of me because it's so fucking hard. It is the hardest puzzle game I've ever played, so that did put me off, but all of a sudden, the episodes we have done have suddenly become very popular on the channel, and people are asking for more, for it to be finished. So I guess we should finish it. I mean, I've been meaning to anyway. I just checked that I still have my save file. Everything's still there. We're going to be jumping into chapter 4. I hope you wish me luck, because I think we're going to be needing it. But without further ado, let's jump in, shall we? And continue where we left off. Fingers crossed. And hopefully the quality is a bit higher now, when you jump from the last episode to this episode, after 2 years of growth. This is what I saw in my hallucinations before. So many dead bodies. It seems that Noah's experiments have never stopped. Ever since that unlabeled parcel at the beginning of this journey, Noah has been laying a trap to bring me in deeper and deeper. What could he want? This is it. It ends right here, right now. God, I hope the puzzles in this aren't too bad. I really do, because I remember what it was like. I remember. Nearly gave me a nervous breakdown last time. Ooh, long time no see, detective. Isn't that how it started? Like right at the beginning? Chapter 4. The end in the midst. In the mist. Sorry, not the midst. Let's do this. At least he's left my hair perfect, as always. Where am I? I remember repairing myself and now I'm in the sewer? Oh shit, here he comes, run! Oh, I remember this puzzle too. Noah, that's right. He attacked me from behind with that scythe? I'm surprised how much restoration this crappy machine was able to do. Falling from such height. My body was almost shattered. I have to get back to that sculpture. No, it must be stopped. How do I get there, though? I don't even know where I am. It's the kitty, William. William, why are you... Oh yeah, you did me a big favor earlier. Meow, meow, meow. What are you trying to tell me? Little Timmy's fallen in the well? Are you going to take me somewhere? You were able to find me? So you should know how to get me back up there. Let's go, little fella. I'll follow you, William. You lead the charge, okay? No? Okay, never mind. I'll lead the charge. How about that? What's over here? Anything? Nope. I'll lead the charge. Don't you worry, William. I got this. I fear for your life, William, if you're going to follow me around. Meow, meow, meow. That's the way? What if William's leading me into a trap? How could you, kitty? And I trusted you. Sorry, I've still got the flu as well. I'm working on that. Try to keep my coughs to a minimum. Or just cut them out entirely, whatever. Probably that one. The abandoned cabin. Oh, it's that's that monster thing again. The sculpture. This is the place. Good on you, William. You'll get a nice reward after all this. Meow meow. I was attacked by Noah here. He might still be around. I must be vigilant. I don't want to be vigilant. That sounds scary. He might scythe me in the back, and then I'll be sad. That sound. Oh, my head. This feels... Oh shit, good. Way to go, William. It was an illusion? What's going on? It's gone. The sculpture and everything. Don't tell me I was just hallucinating. I thought contact with an implant device was the only way to trigger a hallucination, but this time? A perfect hallucination was created without one. And Noel was lurking inside this hallucination? First things first, let's inspect this device. What a perfect place to hide. Inside the projection. A signal projector with implant devices is the core, capable of projecting hallucination signal waves. It's been destroyed by William. Yes, it has. That's quite the cat. The core of this weird device is the same as the implanted device inside Brank's brain. Is this creating the hallucinations? Instead of creating hallucinations, I think this thing is more like a signal projector. The core receives external signals, amplifies them, and then projects them. Huh? Why are you here? I thought you couldn't leave that old ship. I noticed that little thing you have on you has amazingly large storage capacity, so I decided to follow you and check out how you deal with the guy in the mask. And once I got here, I felt a strange electrical disturbance, and I got stuck in that little thing. I was coding my way out when suddenly I was free to leave. The little thing you mentioned, you were inside the badge from Lola? When I got here, the badge lost signal. The disturbance you're talking about must have been from this device, right? Yes, this device has been receiving and amplifying some sort of electrical wave. That should only influence robots. You seem to have a strong reaction to it though. Is most of your body mechanical? What a rare success story. Why does everyone know about my physical condition? Never mind. Seems like Noah made this thing as a trap for me. This electrical wave may continue influencing your special little brain. You need to be careful. I can see it's much less stable than when we first met. It's hard to describe, but I think I can feel the disturbance in my mind. Hey, the badge suddenly activated. The signal must be sent from Charles. The signal came from the elevator shaft on the right. The signal was faint, but it's definitely there. Okay, let's go have a look. I hope Noah didn't put that old man on the experiment bench. Thanks, little fella. I think it's time I promoted you to be my full-time partner. That means when I give you orders, you can follow them. Meow meow. But it's going to get very dangerous from now on, so you should head back home. If something happens to you because of me, your little girlfriend Elizabeth wouldn't stop pissing in my pot plants. Okay. Okay, anyway. I guess we're going to the right then? Oh, okay. That made me laugh. Is that where we're going? Nothing but strange fungi and trash. The elevator looks creepy. Does it still work? That's a yes. Where's this elevator taking me? Charles' signal is getting stronger. Noah was researching far more than just nanofluid and implant devices. If that signal projector is truly what the captain described, then even without coming into contact with an implant device, it could influence the minds of robots everywhere. This elevator went down pretty far, way below the bottom of the ship. This is a giant underground factory, which seems to have been abandoned a long time ago. Okay. This path is blocked by fungi. Yeah, it's got a lot of spores coming off it, though we are mostly mechanical, right? I've never seen this kind of fungus before. The mushroom umbrella looks like a balloon. It's so thin. It looks like it might... What? The slightest shock is enough to set off those fungi. I wonder whether those spores can do anything. Inhale these spores if you want to die. These fungi have been exposed to nuclear waste, so their spores are full of poison. You see a lot when you're attached to a ship for years with nothing to do. Could you give me a warning before you just appear? Seems like you're familiar with this place. I'm an AI with access to a database so massive you couldn't even imagine. This was an underground factory during the human-robot war, long forgotten by time. Be careful. Several entries warn of creatures sighted in the depths. These kind of abandoned factories remind me of Noah's old hideouts. You like building bases deep in the world's darkest places. Fun. Tell me it's just a straight shot to the end. I don't want to do any more puzzles, because my brain will fall out. And I hate when my brain falls out. It sucks. Ah, good start, good start. What do we got here? Fluid drips from this discarded tank. It has a strong smell, like a combustion aid. Is it isobutyl lithium complex? Ah, you tell me. You're the scientist, apparently. Can we look at this? The way down is completely blocked by fungi. How can I get rid of it? Drop a crate on it, I suppose? Can we fuck with this? I can't unscrew it. Looks like I need professional tools to turn this valve. There's a tool on the door. It's a spanner. How about we use that? Looks like you found an abandoned operating room, but everything is broken here. A trash dump, you humans would call it. From my experience, you should never underestimate trash. It's true. Come to think of it, you made lots of tools with the trash on my ship, Mr. Junk Collector. I thought you were absolutely in love with the Destiny Fire, and now you're calling it trash? I can call it trash, but no one else can. Yeah, don't call my ship trash, bitch. Fuck you up. Main valve wrench, that's exactly what we need. It says main valve on the handle. Seems like it can unscrew the outside valve. Broken emergency lamp. But it's broken. Oh, maybe that's what we need that lithium thing for. Can we mess with this? There's a spanner there, but it looks like no. This main tube leads directly outside, but no air's coming through it. Other tubes must be channeling the air. Now can I mess with it? Yes. A light valve cutting device which can be installed and dismantled as required. Okay, so that stops it coming through. Can we block this one? Can we block this one? Oh, that's coming in anyway, so that should be alright, right? I feel like we need a second spanner for it. Would that be accurate? Can we mess with this? Nothing happened. It looks like the tube's still blocked. Yes, okay. That's cool, that's cool. I just need to... I'm gonna head over here and see if I can put that stuff into my tank thing. Can I jump down? Yeah. Simply throw it. Make sure you don't miss. Volatile fluid, I guess that's for clearing the fungus, right? Do it. That'll do it. Oh, what is that under there? Is that a robot? Ha! The flaming bottle set off the fungi spores. Looks like the toxic fog is going to hang around for a while though. What's your plan? You seem to enjoy seeing me in trouble. I have to get rid of the spore fog. I'm not enjoying it. Make good use of the tube behind you. The steam coming out of it can disperse the fog quickly. Blow the fog away. Classic. I just need another doodacky. Can I look at this? Ha! Airlock device. That's exactly what I needed. Who would have thunk? I mean, what are the odds? Anyway. So this is going out. We need to block this one as well. Looks like the air is being directed to the main tube. Let's go have a look. Okay, well, I mean, I've been scared of the puzzles, but honestly, it doesn't look too bad. So far. So far. Don't let me jinx it. Christ. The fog has been driven away. Now I can go down. Should I turn it off again, or... No, I guess not, because it'll spread out again, won't it? The badge activated again. This must be the right way. Just follow the signal. You know it, bro. Where are you, Charlie? Where are you? I'm a-coming for you. What's a holographic message doing in a place like this? Must have been left by Noah. What the hell is he up to? Does it blow up? Like a chief whatever. Oh, never mind. The purification begins with this stubborn woman rejecting the fusion. She is lucky to have her sins washed away so she can welcome Bison first. Bison. I shall lead the vessel to bear the baptism of the 4 great sacrifices and engrave the god's decree upon the body of the future. The past ceremonies connect the souls, blessing all who witness Bison. Illusions connect our thoughts, electric waves guide the transmission, and when he realized the truth, the man in the mirror was no longer himself. May you pass the final test, and I will be waiting for you in the depths of Light Lake. A long rambling paragraph full of contradictions. He's getting crazier. Ugh, where did that beep come from? Another hallucination? Oh my god. Ha! This place transformed into a kitchen. This is a hallucination without a doubt. This scene is the crime scene of the Alter State case, Noah's first ever murder. The start of all this evil. The victims of this case were a housewife and 2 small-town robots. At the crime scene, the 3 were discovered to have been killed at the same time, and the body parts of the 3 were made into a combined body in the housewife's kitchen. That's a very unsanitary place to do it. Should have done it in the bedroom. This combined body was the prototype for all the sculptures created afterwards. Noah was still a newbie at the time. But back to practical matters, another hallucination means another signal projector. I should find it somehow. It's got to be in here, right? This sculpture. There's no such thing as the original crime scene. Is it a human? 3 holes in the throat, abdomen and waist. Maybe I need to fill the holes to break through the hallucination. Fill the holes? In all of Noah's cases, organs of the victims were found missing. The seal is gone. Where does the door lead to? Alright, so we need to fill it with organs? Or organ equivalents? Organs and organ accessories? What's in here? There's some travelling and baking photos on the fridge. The victim was quite popular in town, but she had something against roverism and was repeatedly found clashing with robot believers. Roverism? Is that the belief that the Mars rover is God? Perhaps? Wait, this is Cheryl's dressing room. This is the crime scene where Noah committed the singer sculpture murder on July 3rd, 2126. The murderer killed Cheryl and her robot assistant and made their bodies into the sculpture of Bison the White, 1 hour before Cheryl was scheduled to go on stage. Has Noah created this hallucination to relive the crimes he committed? The hallucinations are becoming more and more clear. Is this because I've stayed in too long? I have to break through Noah's maze fast. Don't tell me we actually have a timer though. I don't want a timer. Cheryl's gloves. In addition to Cheryl's DNA, another set of DNA was detected. However, the owner could not be identified due to its unusual hereditary genetic information. These blood-stained lace gloves were very important evidence. In addition to Cheryl's DNA, some dissolved skin tissue was found. The DNA of this skin tissue was very confusing. We concluded that the murder suffered from a genetic disease characterized by decomposing skin. Yikes. Judging from the fact that the murderer wore the female singer's gloves, we deduced that the murderer might have had some kind of obsession with wearing their victim's clothing in order to become them. Did you just turn into a bird? Why did you just turn into a bird? What the hell? Sweetheart, hope you break a leg. I'll prepare a big celebration banquet on the roof of the company building for you. My family will be there too. They can't wait to see you. I hope you wear the necklace I gave you last week. My driver will pick you up after the show. Always yours, Christopher. Cheryl's lover would come visit her with a bouquet of flowers before every show. He was a successful man and helped her quite a bit in her career. People say Cheryl was hard to live with, but he was extremely gentle to her flower-bearing lover. After Cheryl's murder, he was completely broken. It would never be the same. Oh, what do we got here? A broken wine glass. According to the investigation, Cheryl had a habit of drinking before her shows. There are lip prints on the glass. Cheryl's drink was also found at the crime scene. It contained 60% alcohol and some anesthetic component. It's believed Noah put the anesthetic in the drink. Well, I mean, yeah. A vintage record player, which Noah used to play the soundtrack of Cheryl's recent album, probably to cover up his screams. The device doesn't play anymore, probably the result of the witness hurrying out of the room and knocking it over. I need to adjust to the right texture, tone, and pitch to reproduce Cheryl's voice. Let me try turning the knobs on the bass. Oh, I see. Piece of cake? This is Cheryl's voice. It was this recording that Noah used to buy himself some time to commit the crime. Cheryl's arrogance also assured Noah's success. She allowed no one to interrupt her when she was alone. That's why the staff waited until 5 minutes before the show to knock on her door, only to find a horrifying scene. A white bird erupts whenever I find a clue related to the case. I think that's it for this case. Are these white birds some sort of tally? Maybe something will happen though. Yep, something's happening. Oh, it's the sculpture. Lovely. Just what I always wanted. Look at it. This is a sculpture of Bison the White, one of the 7 embodiments of Bison. Legend claims that Bison once turned himself into a poet wearing a white robe, and took away arrogant people's communicators, making it impossible for them to call for help. This sculpture stands for humility during communication. The police only realized this was an embodiment of Bison when they saw the religious symbol Bison left at the crime scene. Noah, did you create all this just to make me appreciate your masterpieces one last time? The sharp cries of the arrogant must be cleared away. Bison cleaned up these stains before his arrival by using my hand. The singer voice of the sinners will live in me, so that I can praise the miracles of Bison. Noah, stop your nonsense. All you ever wanted was to replace your diseased organs with the healthy ones stolen from your victims. You say Cheryl's arrogance killed her, but what crime did that robot assistant commit? Cheryl's assistant suffered from her abuse, his humbleness a contrast to the sinker's arrogance. I didn't kill anyone, I was just combining them, human and robot, the arrogant and the humble, merged into one, under the will of Bison. Oh, so they evened each other out. The investigator collected remains of the 2 bodies in the sculpture and claimed to have retrieved every piece of Cheryl's body. However, I found subtle cutting marks on her neck, which are much finer than the rough cutting found on the rest of the sculpture. By analysing the forensic records, I found Cheryl's throat missing, which everyone else neglected to notice. Throat organ model. And that'll go back into that big sculpture. Beautiful particle effects, holy! Another door, another crime scene, let's get this done. The particle effects are amazeballs. I love it. The stage is the secret function room on the cruise ship. The crime scene of the high sea cruise case on the 29th of January, 2127. The senior officials were parading around robots and freaks when they were killed. Turned out that Noah was the real headliner in this freak show. This had the most victims among all of Noah's murder cases. Everyone, the performers and audience, were pieced together into a sculpture. The result was so gruesome that even the most stone-faced police officer was shaken to his core. Lovely. The secret function room was equipped with state-of-the-art ventilation system. The senior officials liked to add recreational drugs to the filtering system. Noah took advantage of this. Really? They do that just to make it seem like the show is better than it actually is? Dodgy shit, man. It's like adding MSG to your food. I don't know why, but this dog shit is fucking delicious. I can't get enough of it. The operation unit of the ventilation system was purposefully destroyed, so I need to fix the internal circuits to adjust the fan. Okay. Oh, I see. What are we doing then? Is it swippy swappy? It is swippy swappy. What does that mean though? Are we just matching shapes? What do we match? I mean, this one's a plus, right? So why is that not a match? Is it because of this one? I see, I see. This might take a little while. So close. There we go. Okay, that didn't take as long as I thought, honestly. Seemed rough, but we got there. Done. The sweet smell of success. And recreational drugs. Investigators extracted some kind of poisonous nerve gas from the air filter net, explaining how Noah put more than 40 people down by himself. Noah supposedly made this poisonous nerve gas himself. People who inhaled the gas were not able to move their bodies, but remained totally conscious. Was this some kind of retribution for the audience? I don't know, but it's fucked. This guy is absolutely nuts. Are we doing it again? Don't make me do it again. Yikes. Creepy. During this freak show, the audience wore bizarre masks, hiding their true identity so they could enjoy the sick and twisted performances. There was one mask missing from the scene. Who would have guessed many years later the missing mask would turn up on Square Street? Bison's symbol had been left on the mask as well. This was the first time Noah left the symbol at a crime scene. This clue made us realize that all the sculptures we found before were embodiments of Bison, which later led us to find out about roverism. One more, is it? This is where the officials imprisoned the performers. They searched all over for freaks and robots, keeping them here in captivity and putting on freak shows regularly. Later investigation found that several missing cases were linked to the board of officials. What? Oh, I see. Although it looks old, this is actually a rather advanced lock. By analysing the fingerprints on the buttons, we figured out the password, and I still remember one button was put in twice in a row. 7726? Oh shit. That was meant to be a 6. Oh, I see. 7762? 2776, there we go. Pretty much just trial and error there. These are the collars made for the performers on which some dissolved skin tissue was found. The DNA collected was quite similar to the DNA found at the female singer crime scene. The DNA found on this collar is similar to the one found on the female singer's crime scene. But the sequence was more messy, which means Noah's skin decomposing problem was getting worse. Noah must have blended in with the freaks after he arranged everything and performed in the show as a special guest. And no one would have noticed because he looked weird because he was falling apart. The 3 white birds representing the key clues are now all lit up. So here comes another horrible sculpture and another body part to collect. Body parts, collect the whole set. And don't forget to trade them at school with your friends. What is this one? The sculpture is of the Messenger of Garden, another of Bison's embodiments. This embodiment walked through the courtyard of the gods and presented himself in front of both humans and robots, driving out the evil indulgences suppressing them and bringing God's electric wave to all forms of life. These murdered officials represent the indulgent, while Cheryl, in the female singer case, represented the arrogant. Noah's crimes followed the prophecies and legends of Bison's religious sect. Indulgent spirits are lost in their filth, and the people who find pleasure in the grotesque will be exiled by me into the abyss. Detective, without me, the sins of these people will never be purified. Purified? You killed everyone at the scene, robots and freaks included. They suffered through so much pain, only to be murdered by you. Your so-called purification is nothing but a crazy massacre. Both the indulgent and the accused are guilty. Abused, sorry. Only by combining the two could we neutralize the sin and restore balance, just like how you fused the humility and the arrogant, you fused the abuser and abused to balance everything out. I see what you're doing here. Both sides have found peace under Bison's guidance. Don't try to excuse your crime. Among all the victims, Noah only took a software developer's liver. If I hadn't found out about the condition Noah suffered from, I probably never would have discovered the motive for his crime. That's 2 out of 3 organs now. And boom. Another one opens up, but we are out of time for this episode. A new door appears. One by one, these crime scenes match things left behind by Noah. The poster, the mask, and the next scene will be... Yeah, we're going to wrap this one up here because we're out of time for today, but in the next one we'll head back. We'll hit up the next crime scene, find the next organ, and then we'll be able to fill out that sculpture and get out of our hallucination, I suppose. I don't know where this is going, and I don't know how long this last chapter is going to be. But man, the art style in this game is fucking second to none. It is beautiful. Man, I missed it. I didn't miss the puzzles, but I did miss the art style. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.